Good evening, dear dreamer, and welcome to this gentle voyage across time, comfort, and stillness. Tonight, you and I will board a train like no other, a place of story, of memory, and of peaceful sleep. We begin our journey on the Orient Express, but before we travel across countries, we first settle into the quiet landscape within. Right now, just let yourself get comfortable. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to be anywhere. This moment is yours. Allow your body to settle into the surface beneath you. Feel the support, whether it's a bed, a couch, or a soft cloud of your imagination. Let your hands rest. Let your breath come and go. Naturally, effortlessly, like waves brushing the shore. And as you breathe in, gather calmness. And as you breathe out, let go of anything that no longer serves you. You've done enough for today. You've carried enough. Now, it's time to be carried. Feel how your body responds to this shift. The shoulders loosen. The jaw softens. The chest opens just a little more. This is your time. Let your mind begin to drift, like mist rolling gently across the hills of evening. You might imagine a quiet platform in Paris, golden street lamps casting their glow onto cobblestone, a light breeze carrying the faint smell of lavender and fresh pastry. You're standing at Gare de l'Est, one of the oldest and most romantic stations in France, and just beyond the soft hush of the city, you hear it, a low, powerful hum, the whisper of the Orient Express preparing to depart. You glance to your left, to your right. All around you there are other passengers, faces filled with anticipation, wonder, and dreams of distant places. But there's no rush here. Time feels like it's slowed just for you. The warm light from the train windows flickers like candlelight. The polished wood gleams under the station lamps. The brass nameplate reads, Venice Simplon Orient Express. And as you approach the train, a sense of timelessness wraps around you. You're no longer bound by the present. You are free to dream backward or forward, wherever your heart needs to go tonight. A kind voice greets you. Bonsoir, welcome aboard. You smile, nod, and step up onto the carriage. The sound of your footsteps on the wooden floor is somehow comforting. Soft music plays faintly from somewhere nearby. Perhaps a string quartet warming up for sleep. Perhaps a memory you've carried with you for years. You walk slowly, letting your fingertips glide across the polished walls. Everything feels like it belongs, like it was crafted not just with skill, but with care. A cabin awaits you. But before we get there, just take one more deep breath. Inhale the promise of rest. Exhale the weight of the world. You've boarded something very special, and this journey is just beginning. You follow the gentle sound of footsteps along the narrow corridor, the rhythm of the train beneath your feet not hurried, but steady, like a heartbeat guiding you home. The hallway glows with soft golden light. Brass fixtures, polished wood paneling, and rich velvet curtains. Every detail invites you to slow down, to breathe, to remember how good it feels to be taken care of. As you walk, a friendly attendant appears with a warm smile. He wears a tailored uniform in deep navy, trimmed in gold. His posture is perfect, his presence kind. "This way, please," he says softly, his voice like a lullaby of its own. He leads you to a door near the end of the carriage, your suite. He opens it with a quiet click. And suddenly, the world changes. The room feels like something from another era. Soft lamplight casts a gentle glow across a space built not just for function, but for beauty, for comfort, for calm. Dark walnut walls cradle the room in warmth. Gold-trimmed shelves hold delicate books and small vases of fresh lavender. The bed, oh, the bed, dressed in creamy Egyptian cotton and wrapped in a navy quilted throw, looks as if it's been waiting just for you. A soft carpet welcomes your feet with every step. The windows, tall and curtained with thick velvet, offer a view of the platform behind you. Soon, that view will change, but for now, you're still between places, between time. You sit down slowly on the edge of the bed. Your hand traces the texture of the coverlet. You take a deep breath and let it out with a soft sigh. Already, the train is working its magic. You slip off your shoes, letting your toes sink into the soft floor. There is something special about this feeling, being wrapped in luxury, in history, and in the quiet promise of sleep. Outside, you hear the distant hiss of steam. A bell rings somewhere along the platform, then another sound. Low, resonant, full. The whistle. It's time. Your heart stirs, just a little. Not with adrenaline, with wonder. You move to the window and pull the curtain aside. The station glows under evening lamps. People wave their final goodbyes. Porters rush gently from car to car. Then, slowly, almost reverently, the train begins to move. A soft jolt, a gentle glide, and the station starts to slide away behind you. You rest your hand on the windowsill, watching as the lights of Paris blur into the background. You catch a glimpse of the Eiffel Tower, standing tall in the distance, its lights twinkling like stars trapped in iron. It's a farewell, but not a sad one. As the city fades, you feel yourself arriving somewhere else entirely. Not just a place, but a state of being. You sit back down, letting your body settle. You breathe in the scent of rosewood and linen. You let the gentle swaying of the train begin to lull you. This is not a race. There is nowhere you need to be right now, except here. And here, you are wrapped in stillness. The Orient Express slides out of the city, moving quietly through the outer districts, then into open countryside. Rolling fields stretch beyond the windows now, painted in dusky blue and soft lavender shadows. The sun is beginning to set. The sky becomes a canvas of color. Amber, violet, gold. It takes your breath away, and for a moment, you forget that this is a story. You forget that you're listening. You forget that this world is imagined, because it feels so real. The rhythm of the wheels becomes part of your breath, a soothing, repetitive lull. The creak of wood, the occasional rattle of glass, the soft hum of the journey. It all becomes part of the background to your inner calm. You're no longer just a passenger. You are part of the train, part of its history, part of its dream. You lie back on the bed now, your head resting into a pillow that seems to mold perfectly to your shape. You pull the covers lightly over your legs. The warmth is immediate, the comfort complete. Outside the window, the first stars begin to appear, and inside, your body begins to relax more deeply. The train rolls forward into the coming night, and you are right where you need to be. The train hums gently beneath you, cradling your body like a lullaby that never ends. You could stay in this cabin for hours, but something tugs at you. A soft curiosity, a warm invitation to explore. You rise slowly, your body still wrapped in the softness of rest, and slip your feet into a pair of slippers left just for you. Everything about this experience is thoughtful, intentional. Even this moment feels somehow designed for your comfort. You open the cabin door and step once more into the hushed corridor. The train is dimly lit now, lamplight casting soft shadows along the velvet walls. The air carries a faint scent of spice, of freshly baked bread, of candle wax. You walk slowly. There is no rush here, only presence. With each step, you hear the muted rhythm of the train beneath your feet. Not loud, not intrusive, but deeply calming. As you make your way through the carriages, you pass a few passengers. Some glance up with knowing smiles. Others sip from delicate cups of tea or rest their heads against plush cushions. You exchange soft nods, a quiet acknowledgement that you are all part of something rare, something precious. And then you arrive. The dining car. Its doors open smoothly, and for a moment you pause to take it all in. Candlelight dances across polished silver and crystal glassware. Velvet curtains frame the windows, beyond which the night races gently by. Fields, trees, and occasional flickers of distant farmhouses blur in soft silhouettes. A waiter greets you, his voice like silk. He leads you to a small table by the window. The chair is plush, the tablecloth crisp. Everything just right. You take your seat. A soft menu is placed before you, but you hardly need it. Your favorite meal, prepared to perfection, is already being made for you. As if the train somehow knew what your soul needed tonight. As you wait, you gaze out the window. It's raining now. Gentle droplets streak the glass, catching the light like tiny stars falling sideways. Thunder rolls in the far distance, a soft rumble, comforting rather than frightening. Inside this carriage, everything is warm, secure, and golden. A storm may pass through the world beyond, but you are cocooned in peace. Your meal arrives. The scent alone is enough to stir your senses. The plate is artfully arranged, set on fine china with subtle gold edging. The waiter smiles. Bon appétit, he says with a gentle bow, then leaves you in your solitude. You take the first bite, and it's perfect. Familiar, but somehow better. As if the flavors have been infused with memory, with warmth, with care. You eat slowly, deliberately, savoring every mouthful. Not just the food, but the moment. You notice things you might otherwise miss. The way the candle flickers in rhythm with the train's motion. The quiet clink of silverware in the distance. The soft murmur of passengers sharing stories in the background. Time stretches, slows, and you begin to reflect. Not on problems, not on what went wrong, but on presence. On how rare it is to feel this here. This whole. You think about how, on a planet spinning through space, under skies filled with stars, you've somehow found yourself wrapped in warmth, cradled in motion, and held gently by the night. You take a final sip of water. Cool, clean, pure, and rise from your seat. As you walk slowly back through the carriage, the storm outside begins to pass. Clouds drift apart, and through the windows you see the first glimpse of moonlight returning. A single star peeks through, then another, then more. And you know, this is not just a journey across Europe. It's a journey into stillness, into self. You return to your cabin. The bed is turned down now. A warm cup of herbal tea rests beside the pillow, and the curtains have been gently drawn. But you leave one slightly open, just enough to let the moonlight spill softly onto the floor. You sit for a moment, the cup warm in your hands, the steam rising, carrying with it a quiet reminder. You are safe. You are cared for. You are exactly where you need to be. You finish the tea, slip beneath the sheets, and with the rhythm of the rails, the hush of the night, and the soft glow of the moon, you let yourself surrender, deeper, softer, lighter, until sleep comes like a whisper through the walls of the train. The cabin is dim now, lit only by a small lamp beside the bed. Its light is warm and soft, like the final glow of sunset just before the world exhales. Outside, the stars have fully arrived. You lie beneath the sheets, your body already beginning to settle, to sink into the gentle embrace of sleep. The train continues its quiet rhythm, a steady click, clack, click, clack, like a lullaby that's been written across the tracks. You let your hand rest on your stomach, feeling it rise and fall with your breath. And then, gently, you close your eyes. For a moment, you do nothing. You simply let the comfort hold you. You feel the weight of the blankets, the softness of the pillow beneath your head, the warmth around your legs, the hush of motion in the distance. You are still, but the world around you moves, and that's okay. There's something beautiful about being carried, about not having to steer or plan or do. Just trust. And tonight, that's all you're being asked to do, to trust this journey, to rest in it. The train sways ever so slightly, and with each movement, your body lets go a little more. Shoulders soften, arms go heavy, your jaw loosens, your breath deepens. There is no effort here. Everything is being taken care of. Your room is secure. The staff are attentive, and the rails beneath you are strong and sure. You have permission now to release, to surrender the day, the thoughts, the expectations, the noise. Everything fades behind you like the lights of the last village the train passed through, and ahead of you, just night. A vast, velvet night, deep blue and scattered with stars, like secrets shared only with those who slow down enough to listen. You're one of those souls tonight, and in this stillness, you begin to feel something you hadn't noticed in a while. Not joy exactly, not excitement, but peace. That quiet peace that hums through your body when everything is aligned, when nothing needs to be changed or fixed or achieved. Just rest, You roll slightly onto your side, your body following the curve of the comfort. You pull the blanket up to your chest. It smells faintly of lavender and cotton, fresh, grounding, familiar. The thunder from earlier has long faded. Only the gentle rustling of wind and the muted hum of the train remain. It's like the world outside is falling asleep, too. You reach for the book you placed beside the bed. Its worn cover feels cool beneath your fingertips. You open it slowly, flipping to a random page, and you begin to read. The story is quiet, soft prose, gentle imagery, nothing urgent or loud. Each word feels like a step down a staircase made of clouds. Your eyes begin to blur slightly, your breath deepening with each passing sentence. And soon, you're not reading anymore. The book rests softly on your chest now. Your fingers have gone still. Your eyes drift closed again, not because you told them to, but because they chose rest. And in that beautiful moment, between wakefulness and sleep, your mind becomes light, like mist, like silk, like the breath of the earth itself. You feel your awareness drifting. Maybe you catch a glimpse of mountains in the distance. Maybe you imagine the next stop the train will make. Maybe you think of someone you love, and then maybe you let it all go. Because tonight, you don't have to hold anything, not even your thoughts. Just feel yourself, fully supported, deeply loved, entirely safe. And as the train rocks you like a cradle through the still night, know this: you are not missing anything. You are not falling behind. You are not alone. You are exactly where you are meant to be, held in the gentle hum of history, wrapped in the velvet hush of night, and carried gently toward tomorrow. So sleep now, dear traveler. Sleep with ease. Sleep with grace. The world will wait. But for now, this night, this bed, this journey, it's yours. A gentle light peeks through the velvet curtains. It doesn't rush in. It simply waits, warm, patient, kind. You blink slowly, still wrapped in the softness of sleep, your body reluctant to leave the sanctuary of rest. And yet, the world outside calls to you, not with urgency, but with quiet wonder. You open your eyes. The room is bathed in a soft, golden glow. It's morning, and not just any morning. You sit up slowly, feeling the smooth fabric of the sheets slide against your skin, the way only the finest materials ever do. You reach for the curtain cord, pull it gently, and then you see it. The Alps, majestic, endless, covered in fresh snow, glowing in the early light. You breathe in, and for a moment, you forget to breathe out. The mountains stretch across the horizon, bathed in blues, silvers, and soft sunrise gold. They rise like cathedrals, quiet and immovable, guardians of time. Above them, the sky is the clearest blue you've ever seen. So still, so perfect. A few wisps of morning cloud drift like feathers across its canvas. The moon, yes, the moon, still lingers in the sky, pale and graceful, watching over the waking world before she slips away for the day. You smile. It's one of those moments that asks nothing of you, except to witness, to feel, to simply be. A soft knock on your door breaks the silence. A kind voice follows. "Good morning, breakfast is ready for you." You answer with a quiet, "Thank you." And moments later, the door opens. Your porter steps in, carrying a silver tray. Steam rises from a pot of fresh tea. A small porcelain plate holds croissants, berries, warm oatmeal, a little jar of honey. Everything smells like morning. Clean, warm, nourishing. He sets the tray gently on the table beside your bed, then walks over and opens the rest of the curtain, filling your room with alpine sunlight. He smiles softly, gives a nod, and leaves you in peace. You lean back on the pillows, wrapped in a robe you hadn't noticed before. Soft, heavy, perfect. And you begin to eat. Each bite warms your body, awakens your senses, but never rushes you. Outside the window, the train glides smoothly forward, cutting through valleys and cliffs, past icy streams and quiet villages tucked into the folds of the mountains. And as you sip your tea, you feel it again, that soft, blooming gratitude. Gratitude for the view. Gratitude for the stillness. Gratitude for the simple joy of waking up safe. You take a moment to truly feel that. Because not every morning is like this. Not every day begins with sunlight on snow and silence in your heart. You set your cup down, stand, and walk barefoot to the window. The train is now crossing a tall viaduct, a graceful arc above a frozen stream. You can see reflections of mountains in the water below. Everything feels sacred. The snow, the sky, even the silence. And in the mirror, you catch a glimpse of yourself. Not hurried, not worried, just here, present, awake, alive. You take a deep breath. The air inside smells faintly of cedarwood and citrus, fresh and grounding. This is the kind of morning that doesn't ask you to perform. It doesn't demand a checklist or a plan. It only invites you to feel, to be. You look out one more time, and the mountains seem to nod in return. You are part of them now, part of this ancient land, part of this quiet story unfolding in its own perfect time. You hear a distant sound, the low hum of a chapel bell in a mountain village far below. It chimes once, then twice, then disappears. You smile again. The train gently turns, and now the sun is warming the left side of your face. You close your eyes, just for a moment. And in that moment, you are a mountain. You are the river. You are the silence between two breaths. There is nothing you lack, nothing you need to chase. You are already home, even as the train moves forward. This is peace. The day has moved gently, and the sun is now low again, spilling amber light across rolling hills and ancient ruins. You've traveled far, from the hushed platforms of Paris, through alpine passes kissed by morning snow. And now, as the last light of the day stretches thin across the horizon, you're nearing the final stop, Istanbul. Even the name carries music. You're once again in your cabin, bathed in the soft light of evening. The rhythm of the train has become a part of you, like a second heartbeat, steady, calming, real. You sit at your window, the velvet curtains tied back just enough to let the golden light warm your face. Outside, the world looks different. The landscape hums with energy. Minarets in the distance, domes catching the last kiss of sunlight, and rooftops stretching into the dusky sky. And then, as the train glides along its final curve, you hear it, the call to prayer, a deep, melodic voice rising into the sky, echoing through the ancient streets. It weaves with the hum of the city, with the whistle of the train, and with something inside your chest, a sense of reverence. You take a breath, slow, full, and let it out even slower. You are here. You have arrived. As the train rolls into the historic station, you gather your things, but not quickly. There's no hurry, not tonight. A porter greets you at the door and nods warmly. You step off the train and onto the stone platform. The air is different here, warmer, spiced with something ancient. Cinnamon, cardamom, sea air, and thyme. The streets call to you, and you wander slowly. The sky is now deep blue. Stars appear one by one, and the moon, soft and round, guides your path like a quiet friend. As you walk through the heart of Istanbul, you feel it, that subtle shift. The awareness that something in you has changed. Or maybe not changed, but returned to calm, to presence, to self. You pass lantern-lit alleyways, flowering courtyards, and people moving slowly in the golden hour. Everything feels sacred, even your breath. You find a quiet place, a stone bench under a fig tree. You sit. The city hums around you, but you are still. You take a moment to feel grateful. Grateful for the places you've seen. Grateful for the rest you've found. Grateful for the gift of being here, now. And with that final breath of the city's warmth, you return, not to the train, but to your own stillness. You're back in your room, back in your space of peace, and it's time now to truly let go. You slip beneath the sheets one last time tonight. The softness wraps around you like a lullaby. The pillow cradles your head. The silence holds you. And now, you begin to drift. I'm still here with you, and I'll stay as long as you need me. As you close your eyes, let these words become the breath of your sleep. Simple, slow, and sacred. I am safe. I am warm. I am exactly where I need to be. Each breath takes me deeper into rest. My body is calm. My mind is still. I welcome peaceful dreams. I surrender to the rhythm of the night. All is well. All is well. All is well. Let the soft pulse of these affirmations settle in. Let the quiet train of thought pull gently away from the platform of waking. There's nothing left to do, nothing to fix, nowhere to be but here. So fall. Fall like dusk. Fall like the last leaf of autumn. Fall into rest. The world will wait. And when you wake, it will meet you with grace. But for now, let the journey end in softness. Sleep, dear dreamer. Sleep deeply. Sleep completely. And know you are loved. Good night.